This is Tom Clancy's Endwar. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is, well, the End War, the war to end the wars. So this one was really interesting because you are essentially commanding a group of units. It's like a real-time, well, it is a real-time strategy experience. And you're doing so in the context of, like, it's a lot, like, the idea was it was going to be a lot easier to control because you use voice commands. So that was the idea here, is you would yell into your, well, you know, your 360 headset chat thing at the time. And that is how you would manage your team, was like, oh, you're gonna go here and do that, and you yell at them in the, you know, the microphone. It was a neat concept because the idea was like, you know, that's faster than, you know, just commanding your units, but obviously it didn't really pan out. So what are we getting here? Sub 720p, 30 FPS, auto HDR, and yeah, we're essentially doing a 2v2 skirmish event, as to say. So the idea here is you are going to be battling against a group of enemies, and then you're going to be doing like missions and stuff. So we're going to send Top Dog. See, it's kind of annoying doing this. We'll send you to Sierra. We also send active group. Calling all units. Yeah, move to Sierra. Let's capture this. So this one is interesting. Like, from a story perspective, it's the idea of like World War III, and there's like a prelude to it. And there's this combination of growing issues. So it's essentially, we've got Europe kind of building up, we've got the US building up, and then Russia is kind of also building up. They have, like, there's an attack that destroys the oil reserves in Saudi Arabia, and basically the Russia becomes like this powerhouse of, you know, fuel accessibility, and they make lots of money, and they're kind of worried about everyone kind of ganging up on them, and there's a whole thing and some big mysterious twists and plots and stuff, and yeah, it becomes a whole thing where it's kind of the idea of this conflict that's building up, and you're commanding units within that sort of setup. Oh, and the clouds move. That is utterly fascinating. Secure this area, and yeah, it's basically like a real-time strategy game based around that concept. There's the campaign, there was multiplayer stuff, there was kind of a mix of unique options. How did they get all the way over here so quickly? Is my kind of thing. Well, let's get out there and kind of destroy them. They've got artillery, so if you guys could go and actually move over there to take that artillery out, that would be pretty top-notch, right? So it's a little bit more restrictive, but the idea, again, and you have to think of it from that time period, I think it might work better today, still probably not. The idea of like, oh, it's a lot simpler for everyone to play because you can just sit there and bark orders through your through your microphone, your 360 headset, which the audio quality wasn't the best at the time. And that's the idea here, is the concept of like, are they coming to secure this place? Where are these guys at? Oh, they're right over here. Good. You know, just the idea that it'd be a lot easier to command them in the sense of like, hey, go do this, hey, go do that. And I tried it, and you know, it wasn't the worst, but like it definitely wasn't the best. And I think it's a lot easier just to command units from a perspective of like, you know, we're just gonna shoot stuff. Engineers, tanks. Let's get some tanks out here. Tanks would be pretty great because, like, we're, well, actually, you guys should just keep securing this area. Sorry for bringing you out. Can we use a UAV drone attack, or they're still drone attacking that thing over there? Okay, what are these tanks doing? I'm like... Unit 4. No, Unit 4. Actually, yeah, can we go to Unit 4 camera? Oh, they're just deploying in here. That's great. Could you... Unit 4, could you go and attack... Or at least move over to Sierra? Oh, that's not good. Oh, then we can call in another unit too. Maybe some more gunships would be lovely. Unit 5 too. This is what I'm saying, is like it's like I like the idea of this thing. Like it seems like a good... No, I don't want to do that. It seems like a good idea. And then you're like trying to command the units, and it is like a pain to see, if that makes sense. Like, it's a pain to get this all going. Okay, so do we get this? Like, I'm kind of worried because I'm like completely out of the battle trying to command this. Okay, so we got... That's what I wanted, was the gunships, but I want them over here. Okay. So you guys are good. We've got this stuff going on. Allied combat drones. We got this unit here. Where are these guys? I want my camera option. Okay. That's what I'm saying, is like it's cool and detailed, but it's like really stressful to kind of manage this stuff in a way where you feel like you're not fully in control of things. Okay, can we get calling all units? Should we, well, maybe we should attack. Can we upgrade? Upgrades here? Air support, force recon, electronic warfare. Air support? Be kind of a good idea. It's like we're taking B and A. It's just like I'm in the middle of the fight here. Unit 5 camera. So yeah, I think from like a story... Oh, they're inside the building. That's kind of funny. I think from like a story perspective, it's actually a really intriguing concept to try to do this little twist on how these like superpowers have been building up, and it's like the end war of wars, and it was supposed to be a franchise, and I don't think this one sold very well, so it just kind of got forgotten about. And it would be very hard to bring back. Like I'm very much a fan of, you know, things getting like remastered and given other shots and stuff like that, especially for gaming, but like that would be genuinely hard to do, considering the element of like the voice command. Like I guess a newer microphone might do better, but I think at the end of the day most people don't want to do the voice command stuff. They just want to use the controller, use ideally for like RTS, a mouse and keyboard, right? What is this? Are they evacing? Don't let them evac. I mean, is it like a war crime to attack and evacing? Well, no, because they're evacing. It's not like it's a medical thing, right? Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's letting us do it. So the stage is sad. I mean, there's like some cool space stuff that they were like kind of pushing towards, and then you're thrown into the mix of everything. Okay, so I want to take kind of Y. Okay, everybody, let's get back. Did we upgrade? Did we upgrade this position? Like, how are you guys doing for health? Unit 2, retreat, evacuate, upgrade. Oh, I thought we upgraded Sierra. And we can upgrade for this other stuff. Anyways, we're gonna send all our units, calling all units, to move to Yankee. And we're gonna do that. And we are gonna call in another unit. Do we need more riflemen? We got tanks. I think we need more. Honestly, I think we need more tanks. As I was saying, there's like a lot of complexity to this one gameplay-wise, but it's kind of like frustrating to like control and manage and like send units to do certain things, and it's neat. Like it's a well-developed game, well-developed concept. It's just kind of like from a controller standpoint, it's a lot. I find it a lot harder as an RTS to kind of manage. But the idea was it was supposed to be simpler for you to use. So that idea in itself is kind of hilarious, that the thing that was supposed to be easier going for you is ultimately not the situation there. Units, calling all units, attack, Yankee. At least it's a lot smoother now, too, if that makes sense. Yeah, attack and secure. Just in terms of how it was back in the day, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, I just remember sitting there, like, yelling at it through the thing, and it wouldn't... I think a lot of the time it just would not work. It's like, it's still the voice commands and stuff. They do. I mean, I could pop on a headset, I guess, and kind of do that, but... Yeah, I don't know. Just be sitting here kind of, like, yelling at it, trying to get it to, like, do things. Just the idea of that's kind of funny. So we're attacking and securing, but you know what? Let me pop on a headset and see if we can actually do this. I mean, it's backwards compatible, so it should work. I wonder if this headset even works. How do I call this stuff? Let's see the controls. How do I start doing the voice command? Okay. Unit. Order wasn't understood. Calling all units. Camera. Huh. That actually that works better. I think it's maybe the newer microphone actually helps a lot, because I remember that being a complete pain to do. Okay, we've evolved the game here. Have we taken Yankee? Calling all units. Move to whiskey. Wow, that works way better than it did back in the day. That's fascinating. But I don't get why I have to prompt. Let me look at this. Like, why do I have to use the control to prompt the voice thing? Shouldn't the voice thing automatically just be working without me having to, like, do a voice command, if that makes sense? Like, I wonder, can I just press RB and it just, no? Because, like, logically, to me, it would be the idea of, like, you're more easily able to command without using a controller. Like, again, I think the concept should have been entirely that you can just play this whole thing without at all using a controller would be kind of ideal, I guess. Like, you still always need the controller for things, but it should, what their idea and their concept was. I love this era of gaming. We don't get stuff like this anymore. I love this era of gaming because they were experimenting and trying so many different things to see what worked and what people liked, and they just, like, they don't do that anymore. Calling all units, attack, whiskey. Airstrike, whiskey. We got an airstrike going in there. This is so cool now that the voice commands work properly. I wonder if it was just the microphones weren't good enough in the 360 era. Okay, did I accidentally kill my, like, Marines by doing that airstrike? Cobra attacking. We do unit 2. I guess you can't really hear that, but let me see if I can... Nah, you won't be able to, because it's like, sorry, you're unable to execute, like the lady kind of talks to you. It looks like we're losing Y here. What are the Unit 5 helicopters doing? They're definitely not attacking. Am I taking damage? What am I taking damage from? Uplink Sierra crashed. Oh, we lost Uplink Sierra. Whoa, what's going on here? What did we losing everything? Reinforcements are available. What did we lose? We lost the planes? Did I get, like, nuked or something? Victory in 4.5 minutes. Calling all units. Move to Yankee.
Are deploying. Eyes on EC.
WMD. Lima. Oh, wait, we're WMDing, weapon of mass destruction. Lima over. The voice commands work so good now. I feel like we really missed out. Now I'm gonna have probably a bunch of people being like, "Oh, the voice commands always worked," and I'm just gonna be sitting here being like, "I don't remember it being like that." I literally don't. Okay, transports, tanks, artillery, gunships, command vehicle. Yeah, I'm losing units like crazy. Unit 2. Secure whiskey. Oh, yeah, I'm losing units like left, right, and center, which I don't like. Losing all these positions, but we have the victory in 3.5 minutes here. I am actually floored by this. Like, who's where and who's doing what? Like, these guys are attacking this thing. This is the camera stuff I wish was a little bit more sort of free, if that makes sense. But, like, the level of detail and everything like that looks great. Like, the buildings and everything. Like, it's very jaggedy around, like, all of the edges. But, like, you know, it's just a thing with this era, basically, without any sort of resolution bump-ups, right? Okay, so where are my guys at? Command Vehicle 1. UAV drone things. We lost that stuff. We're really... Unit 1 camera. You guys are like, these guys are in Unit 1. We have another attack helicopter group there. Gunship helicopter. Calling all units. Move to Yankee. Do I have any other things? No. Unit 1 camera. Woohoo! That's so interesting because you can actually, again, the whole idea here, as I've said many times, is this stuff. And if it's actually working now, because the clarity's better, maybe my voice has just gotten better over the years too. It could be a thing. I just remember the voice commands being frustrating and not always working and stuff. And not even really raising my voice, I'm just talking at a regular pacing. Then again, I've got a very good middle tone kind of thing that just sort of works for like electronics, like, you know, automated stuff. It just seems to work. We lost uplink Yankee. That's not good.
We have units inbound on DZ.
Some more units moving in here. Drone guard. Drone attack. Unit 3 camera.
They are outmatched. Check north quadrant.
Unit 5 camera.
Quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
That is actually legitimately sleek. And I am so impressed now by this game. It just took years of technology to be able to achieve this. Where's our Unit 2 guys? Unit 2 camera. Oh, they're right here. Well, why aren't you securing the... Okay, they're all dead. I was like, why aren't you taking this position? These guys retreating. I think a lot of it, too, was like retreating and attacking. Anyways, like, Tom Clancy's Endwar. Pretty cool. Unit 3 camera. And now that you got the microphone thing actually working, I'm just using like an Xbox One basic headset and stuff that I pulled up off the floor that was sitting there, and yeah, it's actually kind of working. I thought we had the victory almost here, so I'm a little surprised that that is not guaranteed yet for us. Calling all units, move to... where are we at right now? Yankee? Yankee. Yeah, because we secured the one over there, and then we got this, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I'm way more impressed now that we jumped back into it so many years later. Bravo, Ubisoft.